Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Legal Tender. I'm back in the building. I'm back in the vote. Pulled out a note to make a new video. As always, I want to start off by thanking everybody for supporting the channel. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really do appreciate it. If you're a fan of numismatics, if you're a fan of paper currency, if you're just getting into the hobby of numismatics, stay rocking with me, stay rocking with the channel. Every Tuesday is Legal Tender Tuesday. Now I'll be making a new episode every week speaking about something new, different, or interesting within the realm of numismatics. If you have any questions, comments, or input, put it down in the comments section. I love reading your comments and I'll respond back as soon as possible. And I want to say for the comments, thank you very much, because what you put down there increases my knowledge about numismatics. When I make a error, y'all jump in there and correct me immediately. So for that, I appreciate you, and keep the comments coming. Again, throughout the video, if I say something that isn't 100% correct or it's a little different from what you know, let me know via the comments. I will go back, hit the books, and make sure that I have the right information moving forward. All right, with that being said, let's get into today's episode. All right, so excuse me. Start off with, we got a new year, new episode, got a new season. So let's go. So today, the note that I pulled out is this right here. It's a $500 bill. All right, so breaking this down right fast. All right, so on the obverse of the note, you have an image of William McKinley. As always, you can tell the currency type up top. And we see that it's a Federal Reserve note, and that is identified with the green Treasury seal and green serial numbers. This is a LGS, a light green series. It is a series year of 1934A from the Federal Reserve Bank of Chicago. And that is the 7th Federal Reserve District. Now, on the reverse. All right, so on the reverse of this note, you have a pretty simplistic background. The majority is white in the center, surrounded with ornate detail. You have the numeral 500 7 times on the note. Yeah, 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And in the center, it reads United States of America, $500. Other than that, no other fancy designs or anything like that. So I guess that's all got to be said in regards to the design. Now, all right, so the $500 bill, it is what some would call, well, it's what is called a high denomination note. And I got an episode speaking about high denomination notes, and I will explain what that means right now. And if I didn't say it, we got a new year, new episode, fresh new content, and a new season. So let's get into it. All right, so like I said, speaking about the $500 bill, and it is a high denomination note. And what a high denomination note defined as is, from the research that I looked up, it is any denomination that has a face value greater than $100. All right, so as I zoom in a little bit, we got the $100 up top, and then there's a couple other notes that has a face value greater than that 100. And it's a $500 bill, a $1,000 bill, a $5,000 bill, and we have a $10,000 note. Now, I got a previous episode where I spoke a little bit about high denomination bills, because I got another one. I got a $1,000 bill, but I like to refer to the $500 bill and the $1,000 bill as low high denomination bills, because these two notes are realistically obtainable. And I'm only speaking from my pay grade. So based on if you are not so much frugal, but if you could budget and save, you could have a $500 bill, you can have $1,000 bill. Having a $5,000 bill, that's a lot of budgeting, that's a lot of saving, and I ain't got it in me like that. So that's why I call the $500 and $1,000 bill low high denominations, because those are ones that I could really afford. I'm not affording no $5,000 or no $10,000 note. But if I do, I'll let you know. All right, so moving on. So on the $500 bill, we have William McKinley. He was born on June 29th, 1843 in Niles, Ohio. He was the 25th president of the United States, serving from 1897 until his assassination in 1901. Excuse me. All right, so before his untimely demise, he was a politician, and he led a realignment that made his Republican Party largely dominant in the industrial states and nationwide until the 1930s. He presided over victory in the Spanish-American War of 1898, gained control of Hawaii, Puerto Rico, the Philippines, and Cuba. He also restored prosperity after a deep depression, rejected the inflationary monetary policy of free silver, keeping the nation on the gold standard, and raised the protective tariffs to boost American industry and kept wages high. Now, his achievements were cut short when he was fatally shot on September 6, 1901 by an anarchist on the grounds of the Pan American Exposition at the Temple of Music in Buffalo, New York on September 6, 1901. He was shaking hands with the public when he was shot twice in the abdomen, 6 months into his second term. McKinley died on September 14th of gangrene caused by his wounds. Now, the Treasury printed several versions of the $500 bill, featuring a portrait of President William McKinley on the front. Now, the last $500 bill rolled off the presses in 1945 and was discontinued in 1969. All right, so some of the series years printed and signatures on the note. All right, so you can find the series year to the bottom right of the image. And this is series year 1934A. And there was 5 series years of the $500 note printed total. You have a 1928 series year with the signature of Andrew W. Mellon, and the treasurer of the United States was Walter O. Woods. 1934 and 1934A, you will find the signature of Morgenthau Jr. and Julian for 1934-1934A. 1934B, the Secretary of Treasury was Fred M. Vinson, and the treasurer was William A. Julian again. In 1934, the Secretary of Treasury was John W. Snyder, and the Treasurer of the United States was William A. Julian. Now, the $500 bill was printed in the following currency types: a gold certificate and a Federal Reserve note. Now, I'm not calling these fun facts, but we got some facts. All right, so President William McKinley was the 3rd president to be assassinated. Sorry to say. He was 58 when he was assassinated. He was shot with a .32 caliber revolver in his resting place is in his home state of Ohio, and he is rested in a domed mausoleum in Canton, Ohio. Fun facts. This is the note that started my interest in numismatics. Um, it's a short, long story, but as a kid, I was in somebody's office. I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was a man or a woman, but I was in somebody's office and they had currency hanging up as a decorative piece. And I seen that and that just sparked my interest. I'm just like, if you can hang up money, you must got a lot of money. And I wanted to learn everything about currency at that point to have a collection as such. And I was able to do it. It took a long time. But I found out about this note right here, a $500 bill. I forget at what age, but I found out about a $500 bill, and I'm like, know what? I want it. So when I was to collect this $500 bill, I was going to be done collecting. And then like I fell down a rabbit hole with numismatics. I found out about different currency types, signatures, web notes, bar notes, fancy serial numbers, just high denomination notes. The $500 bill is my bucket list. Like I covered this more than the $1,000 note. But yeah, it's the fun fact. This is the one that did it for me. So I am super glad, excited, and stoked to have this in the collection. And I'm really happy that I could share this with you. And this is the lowest low high denomination I have. I got that $1,000 one, and that's as far as that list gonna go. All right. That's all we got for this one on the first episode of the new year. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank all the subscribers for rocking with the channel thus far. Let's build the channel up some more. So like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to like, comment, share, subscribe. And until next time, keep it legal, keep it tender, and I'll talk to you soon.